Hi everyone, and welcome back to Wander Freely. Today we're going to talk about something that's near and it's not really near and dear to my heart, but it's something that is part of RV living, and that is the laundry. Because we all want clean laundry, but there really are no buts there. We all want clean laundry. Yeah, that's it. So you really have two options when it comes to laundry. The first one, which is the option that we chose, is to buy our own washer and dryer. And as you can see behind me, I'm actually working on laundry today. And we installed it ourselves so that we could use it on the road. And it is right there in this compartment. So let me show you what that looks like. That's our washer and dryer right now. It is drying some clothes for us. The upsides here, let's talk a little bit about the upsides. The upsides here are that I can do laundry whenever I want. It's totally on my own schedule. The other upside is that it does washing and drying at the same, like it'll wash and then jump right to drying. You do not have to switch loads. Okay, so because it's a washer and a dryer, you just set the dry time ahead of time and hit start to wash, and then you're good to go. The main downsides of having this kind of, you know, as a perk to your RV living are that they're kind of expensive and they're hard to put in if you're, you know, to figure out how to put it in an older RV, which is what we did. Yeah, it takes a little bit of work and a little bit of effort. I'm sure you can pay people to put them in as well, but they are an expensive unit because they're unique. You know, they're smaller, and then they do both the washing and the drying, so you can expect to pay more for them. The other downside is that they're much smaller, so they do probably, I would say, about a half a load. So consider you're going to be doing about double the laundry. But if installing a washer and dryer is not feasible for you, or that's not something that you're interested in doing in your RV, then what is your other option? Well, the other option is doing your laundry at the campground. And I think we only stayed at one campground that did not have laundry facilities. The rest of them did. And I thought today we would actually we have some work clothes from working on our house that have a lot of, you know, like drywall dust and stuff like that on them. So I thought, you know, and they're big and they're heavy and they take forever. So rather than doing them in multiple loads on this little baby, I thought that we would take them over and use the campground washer and dryer, and just so that you can see what that looks like, so you can get a good comparison for yourself. So your first step is to get your laundry together in your basket, grab your laundry detergent, and get a bunch of quarters. And now I have seen the majority of the campgrounds that we've been, we have not seen a whole lot of actual coin machines for the laundry. What I would recommend is that you just go to the front desk. And if you do that, though, keep in mind you're going to have to do that when the office is actually open. So that may limit you in terms of when you're doing your laundry. It's just an extra step, something to think about ahead of time. Your second step then is to actually make the trek over to the laundry area. And you're going to have to brave the elements. Most of you will not be doing it in the winter, in cold winter conditions, but still keep in mind that there are going to be times when it's raining. So the elements will actually play a part in you getting your laundry done. Also, some places, not very many, but some have parking right in front of the laundry area. This is all ice, but they... Sounds like it's cracking. Hold on to me, Chris. So you could actually put your laundry in your car, drive it over, and do it that way as well. Now, once you've gotten to the laundry facility, it is time to obviously put your laundry in. And usually they do a really good job of giving you instructions in terms of what they want you to do right on the machine. Here you can see they have, 4 washers and 2 dryers, and it tells you it's $1.50 right there. So let's get this loaded up and get this started. I think this is pretty cheap. That's pretty cheap, isn't it? $1.50, I think. I think most places we've been have been more to wash.
Yeah, $1.50 is pretty good. Now keep in mind, the last step that you were supposed to do was put your money in the coin slot.
That's why I saved the 1 quarter. See how I did
that?
Oh,
look at you go. That's the trick?
Yeah.
Well, then I stand corrected.
I saved 1 quarter.
She's got the trick.
So it wouldn't start before. Normally I just follow the directions, but no, you have a hard time believing it.
She is not known for following directions or recipes ever.
I know. But Actually, I happen to have the quarters in my hand because I was showing them to you on the video. So.
Is that everything?
Oh.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
You have to put the detergent in the bottom.
That's step one. Let's go in here.
This video is supposed to be instructional.
Oh, it's even in bold. This must be done first. Do not pour over laundry.
This was supposed to be an instructional video, and it's turning.
It's going to turn into how not to do your laundry at an RV park. Nah, just kidding.
Okay.
Okay. Step one.
Put in your laundry detergent. Or first, read the instructions.
Yeah. Actually, that is good advice. Read the instructions because each washer is could be just a little bit different depending on what laundry room you're walking into.
And we're the only ones here at the campground in the winter, so I don't have to worry about waiting in line or anything, but that does happen at places. Now, insert laundry.
Oh, don't forget the sock. Jam it in there.
I know, that's a lot. Okay, now.
Normally,
25 cents.
I don't overload laundry. Jen does frequently.
Right. That is never.
I'm a habitual overloader.
Okay, and now it's ready. I hit start. And it's telling me 27 minutes, which is actually nice that it tells you, so then you could technically go away and come back. But keep in mind, it's just like a laundromat. If you leave and your laundry's in here, people may move it out if it's done and they're ready to use the washer, so keep that in mind. Also, one of the things that I was kind of concerned about, and it's one thing that I just don't like, is other people will use like fragrancy, perfumey stuff like fabric softener, especially fabric softener, which really kind of reeks, and laundry detergent, and I don't use that, so like that kind of bothers me as well. That's something to consider when you're using public laundry. But now we're gonna let this go. We're gonna come back in about a half hour, and then we'll switch it over. And I see the dryer costs $1, so I'll have to bring $1 in quarters with me, and we'll continue this episode. You definitely had a tissue in your pocket.
Oh no.
The worst video in the history of video. Okay, so then you gotta come back and you gotta switch your loads. This one to dry is only $1. You see it's gonna be 45 minutes. So now we'll come back in another 45 minutes and pick up our laundry. Hey, it's time for me to go back and get the last of the laundry here. Just gotta be careful because it's pretty icy. And while I make the trek over here, I just wanted to remind you, so some of the pluses of doing the laundry at the actual campground are that you do not have the upfront large investment in a washer and dryer, and you don't have any maintenance or anything like that. Now our washer and dryer it's somewhere between 25,000 and 30,000 miles now towing, and we've never had a problem with our washer and dryer, but it is something to think about. So other advantages are you can do more laundry at a time because the washer and dryers are much bigger and they're a much higher capacity. The downside is mainly the timing. You don't have control over your time, how quickly you can get in and out of there, if there's one available, all of those things. And it also ties you to the campground, whereas I can put a load in mine and we can leave and do what we want, and when I come back the laundry will not only be washed, it will already be dried and completely done. So it's a bunch of things to think about, but I hope this gave you a little bit of a taste of what the lifestyle is really like, and then also a chance for you to see a comparison so that you can make that decision for yourself. If you're looking for more information on both the washer and dryer that we have, we've done other videos and we also did a post too, and I'm gonna link that up here at the end and also put all those links in the description below so that you can read up on it as well. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that your new year is filled with a lot of travel and a bunch of clean laundry, and yeah, we'll see you next time. Thanks.